welcome back to another episode of the Kiki Toblerone Show. This is what I'm calling it now. It's a kitchen witching, whatever you want to call it. Well, I guess it is kitchen witching today, because as you can see, I got my hat on. I am all witching up for y'all today. Thank you so much for joining me. Now today, as you can see from my board here, we got Drag Queen Baking Hour. It's all the goodness of Drag Queen Story Hour, except with chocolate, no bigots, and none of them born stars. So it's better. Okay. Now, be sure to get all them little ghosts and ghoulies in your house out here in the kitchen, because we got some fun stuff for them to do for Halloween. As you know, I am the queen of Halloween. Devourer can suck it. Yes. Now, the first thing we're going to do is make some extra yummy orange pumpkin. No. Is make some yummy pumpkin Rice Krispie treats with our rather cheap off-brand Rice Krispies, which are called, what now? I don't know. It don't matter, y'all. So, what we need is 6 cups of puffed rice cereal, whatever brand you want to buy, honey. I don't judge. I don't know what your bank account looks like. We need 4 cups of mini marshmallows, but in reality, before you melt them down, you want to make about 5 cups because they're going to squish down. We need a stick of butter. Don't worry about it being room temperature because we're going to melt it. Now, we're going to need some food coloring. About double what it has on the back for a cake recipe. Lord, I don't know. I do not know. Don't ask me. And as you can see here, we got our little station up. Little decorating station so the kitties can help. And for our next other recipe, we're going to make peanut butter spider cookies. But for this one, we're going to need some pretzel rods, some mini pretzel rods, and some green lifesavers, just the green ones, a little bit crunched up. So, we're going to go ahead and get started by taking a big old pot, turning it on about low. And this is actual butter, so you don't want to put it up too high because it will be a mess. Thank you, honey. Okay. Woo! Clinging on for dear life. Woo! Okay. And we're going to let that, get this guy here. We're going to let that melt down. Might take a while because, silly me, I did not bother to chop it up in small pieces. I wasn't thinking. I was too busy getting my nails did. Yes, honey. So it's going to just take a little bit. Put on some Paw Patrol or Blue's Clues or whatever those little monsters like to watch. And shut them up for a little bit. Okay, it looks like our butter is all nice and melted down, so we're going to go ahead and toss in mini marshmallows. We're going to give that a nice stir while they melt. Get all nice and ooey gooey. You can see here. Take a little bit too to get everything nice and softened down. to get a little mushy there. That's nice. That's exactly what we want. Let it go a little bit longer so that it reaches a nice uniform mushiness. Make sure everything is nice and smooth and melted down. And it's looking like a nice little jar of marshmallow fluff now. That's nice. Okay. Work to get all the lumps out of it. Yeah, nice and smooth. Now, need to immediately take this off the heat because we don't want any caramelized marshmallows, honey, and that will be bad. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and slowly start dumping our cereal in. And this is about the part where the little ones can start helping. But you do need a strong right arm for this, because we have had lots of practice. Ooh, see who's trying to show. Oh. This is why I'm not allowed a drag story hour anymore. Thank you. Take a little bit of doing. Might be a little bit messy, but that's okay. Make sure you scrape up all that marshmallow from the bottom. Okay. Woo! Not bad. I have oiled my hands all up with some olive oil, and I almost forgot the most important part, the food coloring. We need this nice and orange, honey. We're going to go ahead and drop that in. And this is something like half a teaspoon of yellow and like an eighth of a teaspoon of red, I think. I don't know, honey. And give it another mix up. Now, the smart thing for me to do would have been to put the food coloring in with the marshmallows, but, well, I'm having an off day, if you haven't been able to tell. Alright. Now that is very, very orange. Very nice. Now, what we want to do is take some parchment paper, which I happen to have right here, and put it down on a flat surface where we're going to work. Quiet, cats! Oh. Oh, it's so loud. My goodness. All right. Oof. We're going to take a pie plate, parchment, and we're going to dump this right on top, honey. And we will get to the decorating in a minute. Okay. I done got that all over my dress. Wow. Well, like I said, you're going to make a mess. Ooh! God! scoop here, as you can probably tell. What we're going to do is going to roll this out with another piece of parchment, and then we're going to mark it off with some drinking glasses. And put it in the fridge for a little bit and let it harden up. Ooh, Lord. Let's tear off another piece of parchment. Cover over the top and just smoosh it on down in that pie plate, honey. Ooh, look at them muscles. Woo! I'm going to take out this sad rolling pin that still has not been replaced, I will say. Alright, push that on in there. Just move it on up. Okay. Excellent. Woo. Push that back down on. I'm going to take, well, that has stuff in it. That is not acceptable. Let's see here. I'm going to take just a little drinking glass and mark down. Too far. Do not go that far. That was stupid on my part. Now I'm going to throw this back over. I'm just going to do a light surface mark on it, so we will be able to cut it appropriately when it is done. Okay. Now that we have little divots in our pumpkin, what we can do is take our stems, just broken pieces, put them in there, give a little bit of an indent. This will help us later on, trust me. Now we have our busted up little green lifesavers. These are going to be our leaves. Woo! We're going to go ahead and just plop them on. There we go. And you'll be able to get a couple out of each pack, hopefully. A little bit fiddly. Alright. Now we're going to put all that in the fridge for a couple of hours, and we're going to let it set. We're going to let everything cool down, let everything get set, and then we're going to take it back out of the fridge, and we're going to slice these into little individual pumpkins. It's going to be so cute. My God. Can you imagine? Alright. So I'm going to put this in and let it sit for a little bit, and then we'll be back in probably a couple hours. Stay tuned, y'all. Bye. Alright. Well, these have been in for a little while, and then nice and solid. So we're going to go ahead and start taking them out. Have a little paring knife, And as you can see, I hope, we've got nice little indentations from our cups. We're going to go ahead and just slice through. Might take a little bit of doing, but you can do it. Okay, last one. Oh, I got that one already. All right. Now, we can go ahead and set that aside and just pop these on out. There we go. And give them a little bit of a mush. And there you go. Super simple, adorable little pumpkin Rice Krispie treats. And it was no trouble at all, honey. It just took a little bit of freezing and some broken up candy. And we have ourselves something truly adorable that your children will love, especially if they help decorate. Wow. Alright, now we will be back with our second treat. We're going to be making little spider peanut butter cookies, honey. It's going to be very cute. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the show, boys and girls and parents and hungry dads. So, what is next for our little Halloween spooktacular? We're going to make peanut butter kiss cookies, but instead of kisses, we're going to do little, one of these Reese's cups, and we're going to decorate them up like spiders. It's going to be just adorable. Okay. Alright, so what you want to start out with, this is a traditional peanut butter kiss cookie recipe, by the way. Honey, you can find this everywhere. It is super easy. Your little kids can do it themselves if they want. If you don't mind them using the oven and singeing out their eyebrows. So, what we're going to do first is start with a softened stick of unsalted butter, which we have here. Now, the great thing about this recipe is you can just toss everything in. The first 5 ingredients, toss them in. It's all good. We do not have to spend time creaming our butter and sugar. Whether that's something that has been covered on the show, I don't know. But we don't need to do it now, so I'm not going to talk about it. Now, I have 1 cup of brown sugar here. You can do a half a cup of brown and a half a cup of white if you want. Turns out there was a spider living in the white. So we're going to just go with a cup of plain brown sugar by itself. Go ahead and toss that in, along with 1 egg and a half a cup of creamy peanut butter, any brand. This is a heaping cup because we're making peanut butter cookies. So we want them to be peanut buttery, y'all. That's the name of the cookie, thank you. buttery goodness out there. Alright. Grab this guy. Go ahead and mush all that up and give it a stir. This might take a little bit. It might take a while. Sometimes I do love to be proven wrong. Alright. Now, like I said, you don't have to cream the butter and the sugar, honey. It doesn't take that much time. Make sure it's mixed thoroughly. Alright, next we're going to add 3/4 of a teaspoon of baking powder. No, I'm sorry. Where is my mind today, Lord? Alright, 3/4 of a teaspoon of baking soda. And then 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. And then 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And 1.5 cups of flour. Then we're going to just add this in shifts. So don't pop another nail off, because Lord knows. Ooh, kids. Oops. Sorry, children. Yeah, they go to public school. I don't know what knows. Woo! God knows I did. Ow! Kiki, you bad, bad girl. In some places. Good. Now you can stick this in the fridge for a little bit, but you don't have to. It's usually best to put cookie dough in the fridge just for the hell of it. Just as a rule, whether the recipe calls for it or not is not a bad idea. But for now, we're going to go ahead and preheat our ovens. You want it to be 375. And yeah, we're going to stick this in the fridge for a little bit. It's a little bit light than it should be, but we'll be back in about half an hour. Stay tuned. Oh, okay, yeah, we are back. Now, our yummy, yummy cookie dough has been in the fridge for about half an hour now, so it should be good to cook. So, go ahead and just grab a globe. Now, this is going to be a little bit bigger normally when we make the kiss cookies by themselves. They're only going to be about that big. So you got the little kiss, you got to stick right in the middle. But with these, we got to make room for our little cups. And we need little legs for our spiders. So, we're looking about that big. That's good. grabbing onto me today. Woo. Okay. And these shouldn't spread out too much while you're baking, but you still want to make sure you got a little bit of room in between them. Just in case. You never know. That's a little bit big. Here we go. Alright. Now, normally these would go in for exactly 9 minutes at 375. But since it's a little bit bigger, we're going to be looking at closer to between 12 and 15 minutes. You want to make sure you check them every couple of minutes, over 9, just to be on the safe side. That's still too big. Here we go. Now, if only they made cups and spoons where you could measure things appropriately, but that's a dream, I suppose. In this kitchen. Whoa. Alright, now, that is looking very good. They've all got a little bit of space. We're going to go ahead and pop these in, and we'll be back in just a little bit to check on our progress. So, see you then. Ow! Alright, y'all. Our first batch of little spider cookies is going to be coming out of the oven in just a second. Now, there we go. Now they're nice and big. We got a nice big canvas to work on. So, before we go any further, we're going to take our little mini Reese cups and put them down in like that. There we go. You can even use bigger Reese cups for this, that's fine. Alright. Ooh, I am one short. Now, this is an important step. You want to do this before the cookies cool so you can make a nice little indentation in them. There we go. Now, these need to cool down to room temperature before we can get our decorator on, honey. We got little candy eyeballs. They don't taste like much, but they sweet and creepy. Ow! And we got some black decorator icing, which is going to be pretty fun. So we're going to put these in the fridge, let them cool down to temperature a little bit, quick, and we will be right back in about 10 minutes or so. Okay? Just hold on. Okay. Now our cookies are down to about room temperature. Oh, this is a little warm. It's going to take a while, like an hour, sitting out at room temperature, for your chocolate to set up. So do not worry about your chocolate. We're just going to go ahead and decorate around the chocolate. Okay. So I got a little tube of black decorator icing. It's going to be one coming out. Woo! I'm going to do 2 little blobs up top. And stick our eyes on. Maybe. There we go. Alright. Good. Not only does it look neat, but it also acts as glue. So we're going to go ahead and put the rest of our little spider legs on there. However many you want. We don't have to have 8. Woo! Alright. Now that's pretty darn adorable, don't you think? Little cookie spiders. Oh, I want to fall that in my trick-or-treat bucket. Oh, you know what I mean. Now that one, I did not mean as a double entendre for the children watching. I just really like Halloween. Oh! Oh, God! Alright. Now, as you can see, we got all of our treats. Oh, it's going to be a fun Halloween this year, ain't it? Oh, I just cannot wait, honey. You know I'm going to do it up right with my magic. Oh! Alright, well, I think that is about all we have today for the Kiki Toblerone Show, also known as Kitchen Witching. At least this witch wears a real witch hat. Ow! So, thank you for joining me. I don't know when I'll make it back. The show's going to be on hiatus because you know who, Miss Monochromatic Wardrobe over there, is having her gallbladder out soon. So, I don't know when the show is coming back. But I will definitely be back to visit y'all for Christmas. I'll break out my nice holiday wardrobe. Oh, honey, I cannot wait. The one thing I love more than Halloween is Big Sweaty Man. But I also like Christmas a whole lot, honey. So, I'm going to see you then. And in the meantime, have a lovely Halloween. And I'm also going to have a lovely Halloween under some of them Big Sweaty Men. Oh! We'll see you next time, honey.